What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name is Naomi. Welcome to the hottest room on the feckin' planet. I hope you guys are doing well. Oh my God, it's like 90 degrees outside and about 1,000 degrees in my room because I don't have central air. So if the fan noise is too much, please let me know. Although I did a little test to see if it would catch it on like the just me not making any sound at all, and I didn't hear anything. So do let me know if the fan noise is too much. We might have to cut the live. I hope not, but just let me know. Felt I'm melting in Missouri. Oh, you can't hear it. Good, because I have 3 fans on in here right now. A little one pointing like at my back, one down here pointing like at my legs, and one over in the window. So good. Glad to hear you can't hear them. That is awesome news. All right, let me go ahead and tell you about the tool in front of me, and then I will get right into it, say hello to everybody that's in the chat, and tell you some fun things that's coming up for the channel, which I'll repeat again in my whip and chat just to let people know what's happening. All right, the pen that I am using here is from Diamond Pen Pal. This is the Satura pen. She's a beauty, and I love her. In my single placer, I am using Ghost from Diamond. There we go. Ghost from Diamond Painting Daily. They're over on Etsy as well as Diamond Pen Pal. My nails need done really bad. Look at how badly they're grown out, but I'm broke, so that ain't happening right now. In my multi-placer, I'm going to use Quicksilver dot putty from Butterfly Effectwares because I am it's hot up in here, and so this is going to be the best, for me to use when it's this hot and like sticky, humid. And then I've got a trinket tray here from Sparkling Nana over on Etsy as well. I love this. It's got a mushroom in it for me because I love me some mushrooms. I go forage for mushrooms. But yeah, otherwise they do match my canvas quite nicely, don't they? Ooh. Anyways, and then, the tray that I'm using, this is actually the one of the walkie-talkies from Ephemera 3D. I'll put my drills back for a minute here. This is a walkie-talkie. You can find this over on Maker World. If you have a 3D printer, you can print one yourself. But Ephemera 3D is the ones who came up with the idea. This was printed off by my lovely friend Gary, who put Pennsylvania on the end. If you like the walkie-talkie, you can't actually buy it on their Etsy page. It's something that you've got to get from Maker World, or you can win one from Gods and Goddesses, the event going on right now. Link is scrolling down here on the bottom if you want to join us. But yeah, this one was printed off by Gary. He printed off a bunch more of them to give away as prizes, and they're awesome. Anyways, let me say hello to everybody already in the chat. Hi, Keats and Jen Does Diamonds. Hello, Heather W. Hello, Shiro. Working on your canvas this time. Oh, sweet. Hi, Paula. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Kath and Lexi. Hello to Shannon. Hi, Vicky. Jennifer Parker, what's going on? Glory, what's up, kitty cat? Finally put your order in for the event putties. Ooh, nice. Very nice. And then please do let me know in the chat, what are you working on? The canvas that I am working on for Gods and Goddesses, this one is Goddess of Night, by Chrissa Bug. She's a beauty. She is a 56 by 71 centimeters in square, and she is the old DAC canvas. Like this one's from, I think, 2022, 2021, either one. And so it's got some interesting gapping and some really crappy drills, but the glue is amazing. So you win some, you lose some, right? Hello, Nori. That out of the way a little bit. So anyways, yes, tell me what you're working on in the chat, please. What canvases are on your tables tonight? I decided I was going to keep working on this one because I'm like 3 rows from the bottom and I want to get her done. but I haven't been able to do much diamond painting because it's so freaking hot in my room. Is like unbearable. Although with the fans, it's not quite as bad. So Dustin is on vacation. We're planning a small hike tomorrow. Nothing crazy because the temperature, like it says it's 80, 6 or whatever right now, but it actually feels more like 95. And then when it's 90 degrees, it feels like 100. When you start calculating in all of the humidity, it just feels like you're roasting inside of your own body. All right, what do we got here? We got Abby. Hello, Abby. Thank you for reminding everybody to hit the like button. Shiro's working on Achilles and Patroclus. Patroclus. For Gods and Goddesses from JGS. Ooh. Oh, so you got confetti, girl. Wild Hatchling from Realizations, Eric at Karen. Heather, lovely company. Love their canvases. Ooh, Glory's closing in on being done with Winter Fox, down to the last section, and just the 310s left. Yes, she says she's going to finish during this live. I have faith in you. Lexi's working on her test kit to make sure she likes the manufacturer. If it's the same one as we discussed, we thought it might be from, I like the canvas. The drill quality is a little but honestly, the canvas quality with the glue more than kind of makes up for it, I think. And honestly, if you include enough extras, trash drills, like, who cares, right? Am I right? Who agrees? If a company, okay, there's a question for you. If a company provides you with enough drills, do you really care that much about trash? I mean, obviously, if the entire bag that you're given is garbage, that's a problem. But if it's just like, I've got to pick out trash, do you care if you get enough? Hello, Mary. Feels like 105 there. Oh my gosh, Shiro. Working on Goddess of Atlantis Opera Garden. That is a beautiful kit. Dark canvases, but often question my sanity. Yeah. Fixing to start on CCW, Cottagecore Witch, for an hour or two. Working on Eagle Wisdom by T.S. Larking. Ooh, nice job, Shannon. You're getting there. Don't mind a little trash. Yeah. Kind of becomes a game to spot the drills with holes, right? I think it's the same manufacturer as Ever After, because I don't. We'll take a look later. I can probably show you some things, pull some things out. I thought I saw some negative, photo negative effect on the printing, but I gotta look. I couldn't see close enough on the canvas to tell. So we'll take a look. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do Discord after dark tonight because Dustin and I are getting up really early to go on our hike. I might hang out for like an hour, maybe an hour or two, because I still got to do my whip and chat, but I want to make sure I get enough sleep because we want to go early enough that it's not already 98 degrees when we get there, you know? But we're going to like a beach. I use quotes because it's Lake Michigan. And yes, you can go in the water. The water is crystal clear. It's beautiful. But I don't typically go in the water because I sunburn like MF. Haven't been bothered by the occasional trip. Okay. That's your test one from the second manufacturer. Oh, okay. Oh, the manufacturer, not the first one. It's kind of fun looking for them. Almost feels lucky to spot them. Yeah. Like I said, I don't mind trash. So long as you give me enough drills to make up for it. It's like, whatever. I don't care. As long as I have enough drills. And generally, I will try, okay, here again, I didn't used to do this, but it's something that I definitely do now. If I'll just pick them up without looking anymore. I used to literally pick them up and look before I'd place. I don't do that so much anymore. Nowadays, it's if it sticks to the canvas, then I'm not going to mess with it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take all the extra time to like check every single time. Now I still do from time to time. I'll look to see, but I was doing that every single time. And now it's like, if it sticks to the canvas, I'm not worrying about it. I hate having a million little bitty bags way more than I hate trash. That. Hi, meowy cats and diamonds and cats. Finally caught one of the lives. Welcome. Glad you're here. Meowy. Yeah, I honestly will just try to stick them down, and if I try it one time, it doesn't stick. I'll look at it to see like, okay, maybe it's just cupped. If it's not, I'll try and stick it a second time. If it doesn't stick, it goes in the trash. Goes in the trash pot. So far, the trash for this kit, I have this here and I have this here full, which, I mean, for an old Diamond Art Club, it's expected. It's an excuse to have trash cans. That's right. I love using my cat litter box I received with the cat proof trays. Yes, it's so cute. If they stick, they sit. Love it. Love it, love it. Oh, man. Oh, I was going to hold on a second. I got something. I got questions. Let me grab them. Just a moment. That's not what I'm looking for. Go. Okay, there we go. Let's get our questions up here. All right. So I thought tonight, while we're kind of on the subject, we could talk about some of the most kind of annoying things, what annoys you about diamond painting, with some very like pointed questions about what annoys you about diamond painting, because you know what? I'm hot and I'm bothered right now, and not in a good way. Like I said earlier, it's about 1,000 degrees up here in the bedroom slash craft room, broadcasting from the underside of Satan's scrotum. Welcome. I bet you didn't know you were coming to the underside of Satan's scrotum, but here you are. It's hot as literal balls up here. It's very, very hot. Love cat-proof trays. Me too. Love me some cat-proof trays. What's up, everybody? Josh, everybody in the chat getting very warm. Thinking of grabbing a bunch of the kitten trays to use for all the confetti I love to do. There you go. Hi, Val Miller. Welcome. I feel like you've been here before many times. I remember the name. It maybe has been a minute, but Val, I remember you. Welcome back. Okay, so like I said, I've got a list of questions to ask everyone, from the mundane to the spicy, about annoying things to do with the diamond painting, because like I said, right now I'm warm. I'm hot, and I'm a little bit grumpy, not really grumpy, just warm, and thankful that my butterfly effect wears putty is not turning into goo right now, because it is very hot and humid in the room right now. Chat getting chatty. The sticky border around the canvas. Yes. I put washi tape around it, but what else can be done? I do not have the new red cat-eared trays, but I'm wondering if they're not like mica powdered like the other, like the blue version one was. I don't have them, but I've seen them. What's up, Tanis? I use acetone. Yeah, so I use washi tape. Here's what I'll show you though. I don't like to use the regular size washi because it doesn't like to stick. What I'll do is I find the thin washi like this, or even better sometimes is a really thin washi. It's just slightly thinner even than this one. And then the next up size that I will use is this one. So I'm typically staying around these 3 sizes of washi when I'm putting around the edges, because then they actually stick to the glue that's there. But you can use, just the same as spraying alcohol onto the glue to reinvigorate it, you can actually use alcohol, and then I would use like maybe a Q-tip or something like that, or a scraper. You can put either acetone will work, but I use alcohol. And then you can use it on the edges. Be careful. It will take off your legend if you're rubbing. So that's why I tend to just use washi instead of the alcohol. I like to just keep the alcohol for when I need it for my glue not sticking. But yeah, I like to get the smaller washi because then it actually sticks to the sticky stuff instead of like, it always seems to curl up, and then I have to Scotch tape the corners when I use the bigger washi, which is annoying. Ooh, yes, Mary, show me some. And Abby is going to post a picture of the new red cat-eared trays in the Discord later. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I have some most annoying things about dining questions for you. And you guys can give your answers. I will give my answers because, like I said, I have sweat rolling down the middle of my back. It's about to creep in between my pants and underpants down to the butt crack. So I'm going to try and take care of that real quick. Good Lord. I need to put a napkin back there so it doesn't creep down to all the way to the crack. But yeah, since I'm warm and I'm grumpy about being warm, let's ask some questions about annoying diamond painting things. Okay, so first question, what is your biggest diamond painting pet peeve? What is your biggest diamond painting pet peeve? I think my biggest diamond painting pet peeve is probably I would say inconsistency, maybe with regard to companies and what they offer. So like if everybody could kind of get their act together, that would be nice. More or less the inconsistencies around quality with like the plastic that's on there, or the glue that's on the canvas, or the the readability of the grid and how well the grid is actually printed out. I feel like at a certain point, even for those places that are like the cheap companies, which more or less they're just inexpensive, some of those air quote cheap companies have better printing on them than some of the ones that are actually licensed. And so if everybody could just, I don't know, have consistency with like the thickness of the plastic and the readability of the grid. Oh, you know what would be really nice? If everyone would adopt this, I would be so happy. This is one thing that would be great if every company did this. Numbers 1 through 9 or 1 through 8, I would go 1 through 9 because an O looks like a 0. 1 through 9 should be 1 through 9. And then letters A through Z, leave out the ones that look like numbers. Do those next, and then do your symbols. If every company could get on board with doing that, oh my God, my life would be so much easier. That's my biggest pet peeve is inconsistency. And yes, the letters and the numbers need to be in order, not just all over the place. All right, so we've got, let's see, narrate your butt crack sweat. Yes, I shall, Josh. Canvases I want not being in stock. That is annoying. Placing ABs, also annoying. Shiro says, when I go to push a drill into place and the entire row slides in the glue and fly off. Oh my God, yes. When you're trying to fit it into place and it like causes the row to just like crack out and fly everywhere. I've gotten a drill in my literal eyeball doing that, for the record. Gapping drill fields, very annoying. Too similar of symbols in the same color family. That is also annoying. Glue or tight grid. Yeah. Yep. Can't decide which is worse. Glue not being sticky or too tight a grid. I had all the coating come off of my ABs today. Finally got DAC to agree to send me. Wow. Like when you were placing them and the wax or the putty was just pulling the coating right off of it. I hate that. Oh, that's the worst. Not having sticker sheets in some kits, that's annoying. Yep. Meowie Cat, the Diamonds and Cat says, I do find some companies are much better than other companies. What bothers me most is when companies don't take accountability. And don't take constructive feedback, especially during quality control. I agree. Josh says, yes, both sliding and rows popping off. I hope weirdest place. Okay, we can do that one next, Shiro. Weirdest place you've ever found a drill. Where is the weirdest place that you have ever found a drill? Okay, so I didn't find the drill in my eyeball, obviously. That was a diamond painting accident, a freak accident where I was tightening. I was like trying to like adjust things, right? And when I was adjusting things, it like popped the drills and it literally flew at my eyeball and then stuck flat side down to the eyeball. And I was holding my bottom lid open because it was starting to travel down and I was worried it was going to like get under my eyeball. I don't know where what goes back there. Is that where my brains are? I don't know. I didn't want to drill in my brain. So I was freaking out. I managed to get it out of there. However, I will say I am a bath taker. And so oftentimes I will get my bath ready, whatever. And then I sit down and I'm like, ow, what the hell? And I'm sitting on a drill that must have been stuck to my ass. That's typically where they end up, is stuck to my ass somehow. Hello, Shelby. You have 80 coated wax. Yeah. I see. That's why I don't like to use wax. In your son's diaper. Oh, no. Find them on my butt all the time, but my mom's dog's belly. Oh, I have found them. I've found them in Beans's fur, like embedded into his head. Or occasionally Bowie will have one in her fur. Sugar had one stuck to her nose. I think she was up here, like snuffling around on the floor looking for scraps or something, which I don't eat very often up here, but she was snuffling around on the floor and she looked up and she had a drill stuck to her nose. I was like, oh, Sugar, what are you doing? It was very cute. I couldn't hit my vape the other day. I kept puffing and nothing came out. Turns out there was a drill stuck inside it. Oh, no. On my plastic wrap box that is kept on top of the fridge. Nice. My husband found one on his butt, and he's not around my diamond painting at all. Oh, my. Oh, no. Okay, next question. What drill color do you dread working with? Now, obviously, I feel like 310 is an easy answer for most people, and that's just because I feel like 310 is the drill color with the most garbage. And I feel like that's one that most people, they get annoyed with, right? I would say another one that I just don't like to work with is that weird mauve purpley gray color. Oh, what color is Abby? Help me out. What is that color? It's in Sleeps with Butterflies. It's in Cup of Sunshine. They use it as like as a gradient between like purple and gray, or like purple and brown, because it's almost like a purpley brown mauve color. What is that color? I hate that color. White if it's in the background. Okay. Tans and browns, the color K. Okay. Petals Fall by Yume was my first DAC. Okay. Grays, especially more than one shade in a spot. Okay. White because it shows the putty or dust. Yeah. 939 is a pain in the ass. 154 is dark red, like a dark red purple. I'm talking about, I think it's in the, is it in the 383 something family? Hold on. Now I gotta know. I think it's like 383. Oh, where is it? I hate it. No, it's not 3836. Dang it. It's this freaking color, though. I can tell you that. It's whatever that color is. No, it's not 3835. That's medium grape. Oh, come on. All right. Now I'm going to have to just look through. Hold, please. I'm gonna find this color, dang it. It's like a weird purple / brown / mauve color. No, none of those. It's not 554. It's not 3041. Well, it's not 451. Wait, let me look. Let me look at 451. Dark shell gray. No, because that's not exactly like mauve purple. 3041. Let me check that. I'm looking through at the same time. 3041. No, because that's medium. I mean, it's probably 3042. It's probably 3042, but I could be wrong. Dang it. Now I want to pull out my like Cup of Sunshine or Sleeps with Butterflies and tell you the exact number, because I don't remember what number it is, but I hate that color. I hate it intensely. Hi, Marianne. I do. I hate it with a passion. Okay. Which do you hate more? Do you hate trash drills or static? When ketting up, blah, blah, blah. Which do you hate more, trash drills or static? And for me, static. Absolutely, it's static. I don't like it when I'm trying to kit up and they're literally jumping out, sticking to my fingers. It reminds me of like bugs, fleas. Nah. Yeah, I think we're going to get resounding static. Yep. Static is awful. I think we can all agree on that. Static is the literal worst. Doesn't even make sense. I know, right? What? Oh. This might be opening a can of worms, but I'm going to go there. Like FU gravity, I guess, right? The Dreamer Designs 310 situation was worse than static, even if static usually wins that. Okay, I'll give you that. Their 310 is diabolically horrible. Okay, we're gonna open a can of worms here. Hot take. What accessory do you think is overrated? Ooh, what accessory do you think is overrated? Um, okay. Some people very obviously need these, okay? I do not, and so I think that clouds my decision a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and say those those rulers that people use to keep their grids straight, I think those are overrated. They're complicated. They take way more time than they need to finish a canvas. And like, if anybody is that close to your canvas and judging your placement that closely, I'm not inviting that person over to my house anymore. Like, get out of my canvas like that. The whole point is enjoying yourself. And I mean, sure, if that's what you got to do to enjoy yourself, making sure that your drills are like, I don't know, military straight, then more power to you. I think they're overrated. The roll on multiplacers, yeah, those wheel things. Release paper, ooh, glory. Come in. The super fancy putties. Jen does diamonds. You mean like these, Jen? Okay. To be fair, one was a gift. You mean these ones? These fancy putties? Is that what you're talking about? Shots fired. Oh man. Heather says cover minders. Uh-oh. K and K love. What's up, lady? Good to see you. I was gonna say that to the rulers or the wheels. Cover minders, sorry, they're cute, but they mostly end up decorating my lamp. Yeah, that. I don't do much with cover minders. I'd rather have a crooked canvas than use those rulers. Me too. Cover minders are pretty to look at, but I never use them, right? Rulers, cover minders. Yeah, a lot of cover minders. Oh, yes, but bigger. Oh, yeah. Well, because I mean, I've seen some of the ones that Putty Crocker has come out with me, and the one that she did for Juneteenth was like literally this big. And I was like, whoa, girl, that's a lot. And then she was telling people, like, if you adopt this putty buddy or whatever the heck she calls it, she's like, you can't stab it. Why are you buying putty if you're not going to use it? Although I can see people doing some very evil, wrong things to that putty. So I hope they don't use it, but that's just me. Yeah, I can definitely see what you mean. I don't see, like, for me personally, I can't afford to spend that much on a very, very fancy putty like that. What I will say is I do find it annoying. I'm going to go ahead and say it. When there's not as many like regular putty drops as there are those molded putties. Like, give me my regular putty. That's what I like. I don't need the fancy stuff. I like having maybe a couple of them just to say I have a couple of them. Maybe give them away as prizes at some point. But like, yeah, do as many regular putty drops as you do like molded putty drops, please. Hello, Noel. It was, yeah, Shiro. It was a little person of color. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not care for it. I thought it looked like it looked a little bit too much like Al Jolson with blackface, because, and this is just my opinion, the I felt like the painting of the like pinkness on the face was problematic. I'm not a black person, obviously, right? So like I have no room to speak. I can't say it offended me. I have no room, but I was kind of offended on behalf of people of color that it looked that way. Yeah, I would also feel really bad stabbing it, afraid that like people would, I don't know, do very bad things to it. I don't want to see anybody do very bad things to it because it is very cute. I just thought that some of maybe the painting choices on it were just slightly problematic in my opinion. But I mean, obviously people enjoyed it, so it's not for me to say. I'm not going to be over here like, I don't know, social justice warrior, offended on behalf of Black people everywhere. That's not my place, but you know what I'm saying. The strawberry shortcake collection. That's cute. That's very true. But I thought she was offering more of them, Josh, wasn't she? Because I know she did that for what, Blunts and Gems, right? But I thought she was offering them like, or maybe there was one that was for lottery. I can't remember. I didn't pay that close of attention. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I would like to think people would not do horrible things, but I then again, like I just don't trust people not to be horrible, I guess. It was a prize. Okay, good. That makes me feel better, actually. That makes me feel a lot better. I thought it was something that like she was offering as a limited, you know what I mean? Like how she does, oh, I'll make 10 of these or whatever. That makes me feel better. There's a rubber doll that's viral in China, made to be a stress reliever. However, the POC model is the only one that seems to sell. Oh no. Yeah, see, oh, that is like a, it is a fear. I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, I'm not gonna share what exactly it was, because I think like I didn't think about. Okay, let me back up. I found something when I was cleaning in my in-laws' basement. And now, mind you, they have stuff from dead people like generations ago, right? And like my mother-in-law's grandparents. So like would be my husband's what? That's great grandparents? Great, great grandparents. My husband's great grandparents age, but I found something horrifically racist when I was cleaning up flood damage in the basement. Okay. And I mean it was something that goes beyond, like if you didn't know what it was, you might not be as offended as I was because I knew what it was. Um, but my mother-in-law, when I pointed it out to her, she's like, well, what's wrong with that? And I was like, so maybe you don't know the history about this particular thing, but this is awful. And she's like, well, maybe, I don't know, do we keep it? Da 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 da. I think what I'm going to try to do is there is a gentleman who started up a, like an museum for found relics of like racial matter, right? And I thought about donating it to that, because then at least it's being used for education and not just some like horrifically racist thing in a basement somewhere. Because otherwise, I'm gonna blast it into a million pieces because it's a piece of like porcelain. And so, like, either A, it goes to a museum, or B, it gets blasted to smithereens like with a hammer because it's horrible. And so I just, like I said, you know, I worry. I worry because not everybody on the planet has good intentions. So I'm glad to hear it was a prize for some not nefarious reasons. That makes me feel better. But if anybody would like to know what it was, you can send me a private message and I'll tell you about it. But it's not something I'm going to share like on here because it's awful. Like it's awful, awful. I don't even know if I have a picture of it anymore. I might have somewhere because I wanted to find out some like historical information about it, and then was looking for that the guy with the museum, because I thought like that would be great for education, but that is not good for somebody's basement. Yeah, me too, Shiro. I think a reputable museum is my best bet. That'd be a good place for the doll. I kind of agree. Anyways, okay, back to annoying things about diamond paint. You know what though? On that same line of annoying things about diamond paintings, the options, obvious art club for skin tones are getting better, right? They're adding more browns, they're adding more purples, they're adding more grays. I appreciate that. But generally, the options for skin tones for people of color either wants you to make them orange or wants you to make them purple, which, yes, there are people who are so dark that they're purple, but not generally on a diamond painting. Like, those are your options. Why there are not more browns in like a whole field of brown, I understand it's all based on cross stitch threads and things like that. So it's developing over time, but they need to develop more quickly the browns that we need for skin tones on people of color. Because yeah, I would like to actually see a person. I don't know if anybody saw my recent unboxing for the Christine Karen Mermaid's Best Friends. There's a person of color on that one, and I took the drills out because I wanted to see like what the skin tone was going to look like. And if I'm being honest, it looks very orange. And so I will wait to cast aspersions or judgments until I've gotten, diamonds on the canvas. But I am a little bit nervous about how orange that person of color is going to be, especially when they use those same tones in the white person in the picture. So that's a little troubling. The paintings that feature POC are kind of samey. Yeah, I would agree. Okay, let's see. Which is more annoying? Which is more annoying, color blocking or confetti? Which do you find more annoying, color blocking or confetti? I think that color blocking is okay in small amounts. Like, this canvas is perfect. Yes, there's some color block sections, or more like color blobs, because it's not just like one whole square. That is the worst to me. That is torture. Give me a confetti canvas over color blocking any day of the week. Color blocking gets more boring, faster to do. Yeah. Ooh, we got some confetti non-likers, some color blocking non-likers. Both can suck in huge amounts. Yeah, I agree. When you get large amounts of either one, it's not the best time. What about DMC threads? Hold on, let me go back. When DMC thread comes out with a new color, do the drill manufacturers get those too? I don't. Okay, so I don't know, because DMC is its own like brand or whatever, but I do know that there's a whole other brand, which is where the 6000s numbers are coming from Diamond Art Club. I forget the name of the company, but they're using those 6000s numbers from a whole other thread company. So that's where they're getting these additional browns and purples and grays. I can't remember which is which, but I hate when I have to change the color on number too much. That would be confetti. Pantone. That sounds right. I prefer confetti over color blocking now. Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you, Sujin, and hello. All right, let's see. You're sleepy? Oh no, not sleepy. Okay. What is the worst multi-placer size to use? Or to reword that question, where is your like sweet spot? And if you go beyond it, for me personally, I can't go over 8 placer because I bend the bejesus. It's literally like an IUD when I'm finished. So I have to stop at 8. I tried to get up to a 10 placer. It did not work out well. Mistakes were made. But I definitely enjoy my 8 placer. I see people using like these 25s. I'm like, y'all are wild. Y'all are wild, and I don't know what I'm doing. I think I need more. Yes, good. I was like, I need more 792 here. 6 placer and down. Yeah, I couldn't go under an 8, but I can't go above a 10. Sometimes 12. Oh my gosh. I haven't tried it higher than 8. It feels good. Yeah, me too. Kayla says I can't go over 4. The 2-placer. Hi, Marissa. Susan says 2. My fave, Val says, my fave is 8, but I like 10. 12, no bueno. Right? Mm-mm. Jen does diamond says 5, 6 is my spot. Anything higher I constantly have to fix. Yeah, like readjusting if there's gapping, that's annoying too. That is annoying. I feel like 2 is pointless. Well, and that's what's weird to me about those rulers and how they're like the zigzaggy like pattern of them only allows you to place 2 at a time. I'm like, what is that? Especially if you're color blocking. Nah. 4 is my favorite. I go up to a 9 sometimes. Okay. Josh says, I just started using an 8-placer a week or so ago and like it. Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my sweet spot. That is my sweet spot. Oh, okay. Okay. This one is a triggering question. I apologize. Triggers me, anyways. Do you peel the entire cover off at once? And if not, does seeing others doing it stress you out? Yes. I mean, beyond stressed even. When I first started diamond painting, yes, I used to peel back the cover, not the whole cover. I couldn't with dog hair, cat hair, whatever. I used to peel the cover back and do like this massive section, one color at a time. And then I would have to roll the plastic back down, and then it wouldn't stick. And then it was like just a mistake. And so when I see people who just like rip back this humongous section to work on, it does make me nervous for them. It does trigger me just a little bit. Just you saying that gave me anxiety. Yeah. Yep. Mary says no, yes, never, and yes, no way. I only peel the whole cover off. Minis. Right, Nori. Sujin said, you're nasty if you do. Who does that? Oh, man. I'm telling you, like monsters. Hi, Carla. We're using the same brain cell tonight, Chiro. I feel ya. So Mary. Noelle says, no, I don't peel back. It doesn't trigger me if others do it. People can do what they want. Listen. No, they can't. They can't do what they want. They got to stop stressing me out. They got to stop stressing me out. That is their one and only duty in this life. Stop making me stressed. No, but really, though, yes, I agree. They can do what they want. Just don't show me. Just don't show me what you're doing. Hi, Matt. Welcome. Yes. So you see that I have like release papers down here, but actually at the bottom, I still have, because I only go release papers 2 rows at a time. And so like down at the bottom, I still have the plastic down here. And then, yeah, I cut off what's not being used. But I like having the release paper so that I have my 10 by 10 sections all like mapped out or whatever. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's another two-parter. Do crooked drills bother you? And if so, how long can you tolerate a crooked drill before fixing it? To answer your question, Mary, about what the benefit is with release papers, if because other companies besides Diamond Art Club do not have the pre-perforated plastic, it stops so that you don't have to like roll the plastic back and have a whole long row exposed. I mean, you can get something as simple as like, hold on, let me get my release paper bin here. Let me show you. Okay, so you can get all different kinds of release papers. Like there's release papers in every size, style, you name it. You can get them in like 10 by 10 squares. You can get them in like a 3 by 2. Or maybe that's a 4 by 3. In a 4 by 3, you can get them, and you can get them with designs on them too. Like some of these actually have designs on them. And then you can get them in like these longer styles with designs on them. There's lots of companies out there to get release papers from. So you can kind of pick the size of the square that you want when you have a release paper. I have these, which they have decoration on them. They're more like just plasticated on the back and they have like design on the front. I also have these ones from like Crafts with Crashly in a 4 by 4, or I have ones from Crashly. Where are they? These ones are a 3 by 3. And so they're small for when I have like confetti heavy kits. I have ones that are really thick from Bee's Crafty Corners. These are more like a cardstock almost. And then the back is like non-stick or whatever, but this front part is actually more like a cardstock. Like it's really thick. And you can get them with different like holographic on there, different designs. Like that holographic has stars. I mean, you can get all different kinds of them. So that's kind of just up. Oh, and then you get these ones that are like really big. I like release papers personally because then I can pick what size of a section I want to do in the moment when the plastic only, rolls back in a section, like in a whole row. Hello, Nana. Sparkling Nana is here. Okay, so as for the question about do crooked drills bother you? And if so, how long can you leave a drill crooked before you fix it? Generally, when I'm working with squares, I know that they're often going to like fix themselves as they go. So I don't worry too much about the spares ones. If it's really badly crooked, I will fix it immediately. I'm not going to wait. I'm not obsessive about it, but I definitely will fix something if it's really, really bad, because then it's going to affect how the rest of the row lays down. Yes, and then Sujin says, there's people who don't like plastic sounds, and it helps you to focus on one small at a time versus having this huge section open And I feel like there's a feeling of accomplishment after you finish a square. And that's kind of even sometimes more instant gratification, because you feel a sense of accomplishment from a square at a time versus, oh, I did this massive row. It took me 4 days to get that sense of accomplishment. All right, I'm going back asking to see what people said about the crooked drills. All right, let's see. Shiro fixes them immediately. K and Caleb says that crooked drills bother her and she fixes them right away and on the first square, and stress fixing everything before the next square. Noelle says, crooked drills aren't a thing over here, not when you fixate the way I do. She does. Heather W., I can't handle crooked drills and have to fix immediately. Yeah. Marissa is a monster and says she isn't bothered by them and she doesn't mind looser grids and gapping. Monster. I mean, if it's way obvious and messing with placement around it, I'll fix it. I have some canvases for you then, Marissa. Ooh, Mary. Yes, the new Forever Young clear ones, and I will be jealous. Let's see. Carla says, I've discovered if you leave them on too long, they stick to diamond paintings. Yeah, it can delaminate them if they're on there for a really long time. That's why I tend to get these ones, because if they do rip or whatever, I just throw them away. I don't worry about how much money I spent on them, because I don't want to feel like I wasted my money. That's why I like these just plain white ones. I try to fix crooked ones immediately, but sometimes they want to stay in the position when they hit the glue. Ooh, yeah, Kat, that's true. Squares are a bit self-correcting. Thankfully, once you get the section filled up. I agree. Mary says, I fix immediately. The longer they stay stuck, the harder they are to fix hours later. Very true. Hi, Mia. No worry that you were late. You got here exactly when you intended to. You'll take them? Okay. I have some things you might enjoy then if you don't care about the grid being tight. And if not, you can give it to one of your kids. If you don't want to deal with it, give it to your kids to play with. They can have at. Because the gapping, I can't. I've got 3 of them right over there. All right, let's see. Let's find another question. Hello, Peggy. All right. Ooh, okay. Which is worse? Or I suppose you could say both if you want to. Which is worse? Kitting up or kitting down? Which is worse, kitting up or kitting down? For me, I don't mind kitting up at all. In fact, kitting up is exciting. I feel like, ooh, I'm starting a new thing. Like, I'm going to have a good time. Yada, yada. Kitting down, ugh. That can be really, really frustrating because I just want to get on to the next thing. And I feel like that slows me down. And then I get grumpy because I'm being slowed down. And I just want to be able to get on to the next thing. So for me, I think kitting down is more annoying than kitting up. Yeah, Josh, the kitting up is exciting because you get all the happy chemicals. Yes. Kitting down, Jennifer Parker says, even though I love saving my spares. I save my spares too, but yeah, I still don't like kitting down. Mary says, I'm the odd person. I don't mind doing either. Kitting down, kitting down, kitting down. Ooh, Jen Does Diamonds is kitting up. Lots of kitting down answers, though. Understandable. Ooh, Marissa says, kitting up. I always get static like crazy. Baggies are the easiest. Kitting down is exciting because it's excitement before I start a new one. Okay, okay. Now, for tricks, as far as the static goes, Marissa, the one thing I found works best for me is when I have a bag of drills that has really bad static in it, I'll like breathe my breath in there and then pinch it closed again. If I cut it open, I pinch it closed and then I shake it with like my hot breath in there. That takes some of the static away. Other people swear by wetting a Q-tip with alcohol and wiping it on the inside of the bag. That is supposed to help with static as well. Obviously, when I have them in the containers, I put a little square of the fabric softener in there with them so that helps with static like as I go along. But yeah, when kitting up, I usually use my hot breath to take some of the static out. Does anybody else have any tips or tricks on static they'd like to share with Marissa? Oh, dumping the drills on dryer sheets. I've heard that works too. Best thing so far is static guard. Oh, okay, like on a Q-tip? Val says, I hate kitting down so much I stopped saving. Wow. I would agree. I would agree. Okay. Oh, here we go. Which company's packaging drives you the most crazy? And you don't have to name a specific company. It could just be an example of what a company does. If a company sends me my canvas in a bubble mailer, I will probably not buy from that company again. I don't have to have an outer box necessarily, but if you mail the whole thing to me in a bubble mailer without a box of any kind, no, that don't work for me. Like, because I have unboxed canvases, that's not the problem. But if you're going to mail it to me and it's not going to have an outer box, like to keep it safe, put it in a box to mail it to me. Don't put it in a bubble mailer. That part of packaging drives me insane. The other part is when a company, I wish, the other one thing that I love, that I wish that companies would all get on board with, make a toolkit optional. Please, please ask me if I want a toolkit. I wish the manufacturers would even allow companies to say, do they want a toolkit? Only include it for people who want the toolkit versus include it with everybody's and nobody wants the damn toolkit. Oh, folded canvases? Hell no. I would never buy from that company again. Your drills pass out if you breathe into bags. Oh, using a tray storage, you just spray right in. Now that makes sense. I don't need any more pink pens and green trays. Yes. And I mean, even the DAC toolkits, yeah, the trays are lovely. I have probably 30 of them I'm going to do nothing with. I have them in case, like, I don't know, I get a wild hair someday and decide to do a tray system. But more or less, it's like, just ask me if I want a damn toolkit. And in fact, if I could save a little money and not get a toolkit, that'd be cool too. Because, I mean, there is a portion of that toolkit is in the price of the rest of it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody thinks of those as free inclusions, and for some company, they're totally not. But yeah, I wish every company would get on board and offer the toolkit, because the other thing that I was going to say is very annoying about packaging is how much I have to throw away at the end. I hate, like, I used to save all of my, show you, I used to save the baggies like from Diamond Art Club, because I would put the drills back into these baggies, okay? And now I don't, because I saved the drills. This is so much garbage, so much plastic waste. I hate all of the plastic waste that comes along with this hobby. I really do. Like, this is definitely a very, it is a wasteful hobby. There's a lot of waste in the hobby, which I don't love. One note, though, I will tell you, is that resin drills are actually recyclable. You can put them all in one bag if you're just going to throw them away. The resin drills, you can actually put those in your recycling bin. They can reuse those. Acrylic, however, is not a recyclable plastic. So don't bother putting those in your recycle bin. They're not actually recyclable, but resin is. Just in case you didn't know. Got to have enough drills to cover trash, user errors, but there are so many extra drills. Yeah. Okay, is anybody else noticing, and maybe I'm crazy, is DAC giving us less spares than they used to? I would have to really like go through and actually look at my newer canvases versus my older canvases and start documenting to see, but I feel like I get less spare drills than I used to. And maybe I'm imagining that. That could absolutely be my imagination. Is anyone else noticing the same thing? Are you imagining the same thing as I am? So I could be totally wrong. They're giving less for sure. Shiro says, I've only done this a year, but I think. Glory says, I agree on less drills. I have run out. Mary says, I've had 2 kits run out. I have had 2 kits run out recently myself. You're welcome, Carla. Keith says, I've run out of drills 3 times now. And like I'm lucky because I do save my spares. So it's not as big a deal when I run out. But like that shouldn't happen, right? Like that shouldn't be a thing. I don't know. But I find that annoying. Both were 2026 restocks. Okay. Handsome Wizard does not have much extra. Petals fall ahead of time. Yeah, and see, like, I had a massive amount when I threw out my drills from Evening Light. But when I went through my drills from, okay, wait, here we go. But this was a restock. This was Cottage Core Witch. And so there's lots of spares in here, but there were actually a few colors like 647. I had like 5 drills left. Several of them I did not have a lot of spares, and then others I had tons of spares. So I'm like, huh? I don't know. Fairy Mermaid, and like you can see the ABs. I barely had any of those left. I barely had, especially I've noticed in the specials, like the fairy dust. That's what I had left of one of the fairy dust colors. But there were colors that, oh, I ran up 803 in this one too. Yeah. And then like you can see the 995. I didn't have much left of that. So I feel like there's less spares, maybe. I don't know. Two unopened mega bags, 310. Yeah, right. Matt says I think so also. Less trash, so I get cutting the fat and be more efficient, but I think they've trimmed a bit too much. I agree. Ooh, Glory finished Winter Fox. Pew, 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 pew. Congratulations. Okay, let's see. Oh, which accessory purchase do you regret the most? Which accessory purchase do you regret the most? There are honestly some pens that I don't regret purchasing them in the sense that like, well, that was garbage. But there are some pen purchases that like they're beautiful pens and I can't use them because they're not fat enough. And so I end up having these extra beautiful pens, but I can't do anything with them. And so here I am like storing them away because they have some sort of like, I don't know, sentimental value to me for whatever reason. And I'm just filling up my one bin drawer thing with pens I can't use. I did buy one of those stupid roller pen things back in my early days. You know what I'm talking about. It looks like a pizza cutter, thinking that it was going to work. And I got totally bamboozled. I do regret purchasing that. That was something that I should have never wasted my money on. What a joke. Release papers. They're beautiful, but I just don't use them. Well, Glory, you could always donate them to somebody who likes release papers or hasn't ever tried release papers. If I ever want to destash, let you know. I can show you the sizes. Hold on a second. And show you like, because the pen that I made for you, Mary, you saw the pictures. That sucker is thick, and it's thicker than this one even. So I'm thinking I'm going to take it down a little more from where I had it. But I'll show you. Here we go. Beautiful pens, but why do I have them? Okay, so I have these beautiful pens. Can you see a theme here? This one I think is probably going to be okay. It's not as thin as these others, but yeah, they're beautiful. I just like this one has wood. These two are Kevin's DP pens, and then this one is, I think, an O'Brien custom turning. But I have pens, and I just don't have anywhere, like I can't use them because I'll get hand cramps. So we can talk later. Please do take it down a bit. What am I taking down a bit? Oh yeah, yeah. Yes. Yes, I can. I was like, what am I talking about? So yeah, I'm annoyed at myself that I have these beautiful pens that I just am doing nothing with because they're a little too thick. Now, if you like the thickness on something like this, Mary, with regard to my pens, then you could just use the regular 1x1 blank instead of the big fat one, because the big fat one, they end up being something closer to like these sizes. They end up being real fat. This is a lava pen from Bistro Exclusives, and so they end up being like real fat pens. Functionality is more important than shiny and pretty. Agreed. But yeah, if you like this one here, this sort of size, or even the other ones I showed you, that a 1x1 blank is going to work just fine for you. But put those away. All right, next question. Did you guys say you finished Dorothy and Toto last month? Very nice. different storage types I end up not using. Okay, so on the question of storage, you tell me your most favorite storage and your least favorite storage. And for me, I'm going to say my favorite, I think I really love one or two. There's two that I really love. I love my Elizabeth Ward. These are okay if I'm doing something, the Craftmates. These are okay if I'm doing something under 56 colors, but generally stuff I do is not under 56 colors. And these are dangerous because if you drop it just right, it'll pop all of these open and then you have drills everywhere and they're mixed. So Craftmates, they're in the middle, but I really like the Art Dot round bottle system. I like those a lot. And I really like my Elizabeth Ward knockoffs. So thank you again, Mary, for sending those, because that is my, like, probably top, I would say in my top two. With the Art Dot round bottles, I also really enjoy the Elizabeth Ward storage. I would say tray system. I haven't found a tray system that I've been able to use because of space. I'm hoping that that changes. But I mean, so far tray system stuff is just, I'm a klutz. I'm very worried that if it is not like really stable, that I'll knock it over and I'll lose all of my drills and it'll be a horrible mistake. All right, let's see what else. Hi, April. Mary says round bottles are her favorite. Least favorite is trays because Jennifer Parker doesn't have space. Oh, Mary says Elizabeth Ward, not a favorite, so I gave them away. Thank you. Reaping the benefits. Cap says favorite Elizabeth Ward's, least favorite baggies or Tic Tacs. You know, I started out on Tic Tac containers, so I do have like a special place in my heart for Tic Tac containers, but I haven't used them in ages, so I give them to my daughter because she doesn't mind them. Currently working out of a knockoff Art Dot that holds like 160. Oh, that's cool. I do a mix of round bottles and the cat-eared. Okay. Marissa says most favorite is the cat-eared and Elizabeth Ward style. They're a tie. The tiny round bottle system is my least fave. They don't hold a lot. Okay. K&K. My favorite is the cylinder with case from Amazon, and I don't like the pink one with the closed case from them. Okay. Jennifer Parker says favorite is baggies because I'm lazy. Paula Torrisi says I love bottles and I hate bags. April says least favorite is bottles. Most favorite is these new ones I got from Amazon. They're like the Harbor Freight, but different sizes. Oh, that's cool. Abby's favorite are EW and cat-eared. Least favorite are Tic Tacs. April says knockoff Elizabeth Ward is also one of my top. Yeah, I like them a lot. Carla says love Amazon Moladino large and tray bricks for storage. Use when high confetti. Okay. Shiro says least favorite is the storage tower. It has trays, but they aren't DP trays, so they're only good if you're doing a whip. Oh, that sucks. Shiro also hates baggies. Marianne likes round bottles and square containers. Diamonds and Ice, hello. Her favorite is, or their favorite is EW and never, ever baggies. Okay. Glory says, I'm Art Dot bottles in all my cases. Josh says Tic Tacs are my least favorite for sure. Okay, Josh. These spouts, hold on. Those spouts are exactly They're exactly the perfect size for Tic Tac containers. Look at this. Look at this. Tic Tac container. Pop it open. They fit perfectly inside the bottle, so that you don't have to try and pull the lid off and then worry about breaking this piece off. I mean, granted, if you squeeze these too hard, they do crack, but yeah, you only have to open the lid and then you can put the pour spout right into the bottle. It saved all of my Tic Tac containers from being garbage to me because I had the same problem. I was constantly breaking off the little flappy do because I was trying to pull the thing off of it. Mary says, your concerns with tray system. I'm a confetti whore, so the bottle isn't working for now. Don't even own more than 10 trays total. Nice. Mia says, I like the red at Amazon, but my cat knocks the towers over. Oh, God. April says, writing some of these down. Yes, Mia. Reason number 1,000,000 to love those trays from Gary. Yes, and to love Ephemera 3D. And if you don't want or you don't win one of these trays, you can get the Deep Six from Ephemera 3D's from their Etsy shop. And it's basically the walkie-talkie, but the pour spout is in the center. And it also fits the Tic Tac containers. They're amazing. Maybe we'll do a giveaway of a tray tonight. For my pens and placers and other little accessories, I got a bunch of little storage drawers. Yeah, you can't see. Hold on, I'll show you. Hold on, I'm gonna move you. I apologize. Little small stacker right here, and they're itty bitty little drawers that I put my stuff in, and then down there I have like my regular size Sterlite bins. Those are amazing. I love them. That's where I put my pens and accessories. All right, put you back up there. There we go. How can I win a tray since I'm not part of the gods and goddesses? Desiree, if you come to the live streams during the event, I do door prizes, and I've been giving them away as door prizes. I'm going to do one tonight, too. So if you stick around for a little bit, I think I'll do a couple of trays tonight as a giveaway. But I got those at Walmart for really cheap because they're Sterlite brand, just like the taller, bigger ones. April says, I bought my Ephemera 3D because of you. I saw using it and how tiny the spout was. Are they not amazing? The only thing I find annoying, since we're talking about annoying things, have you ever noticed, guys, that the pour spouts on this and the Deep Six is exactly the right size for 3 drills, square drills, coming down the chute. And so I'll end up with 3 square drills like getting stuck in the chute occasionally. Honestly, it's a tiny gripe. I don't mind it, except when like all of a sudden I'm pouring out drills into another color. And then I get 3 random like orange into my purple. And I'm like, what the hell happened there? So minor annoyance. It's very minor. For all of the other cool and awesome that these trays are. My Tic Tac containers, and when they fall over and I spend the next 45 minutes just trying, oh no, yeah, that sucks. And oh, when you drop them, oh, when they fall over inside of the thing, and then you're like trying to dig your fingers in to pick up the Tic Tac containers. Ugh, forget that. Minisu is nice because you can get pretty much anything you want, but extra cute. Oh, that's cute. Your hatred of Tic Tac containers. Oof, yeah. Serious stuff right there. Very serious stuff. Where is that? That's what I need. Yeah, ridiculous. When they fall over in that tiny little suitcase that they're in, and then, yeah, you're just trying to dig your fingers in. And I got kind of fat, meaty fingers. I don't want to be trying to dig them into a Tic Tac suitcase to get them up again. It's like, duh, I hate this. Right there with you. Right there with you, Matt. It's awful. Oh, bad cut drill here and here. If I see them, I'll pull them out, but otherwise I don't bother with them too much. Meat finger gang. Yes, meaty finger gang. Trying to do a super delicate hobby. Agreed. Okay. All right. This one might be a little bit of a scary question, but I'm going to go there. Do you or do you not like AI in your artwork on kits? And I will tell you, I don't mind. Like, AI is here, right? And it's hard to say I won't work on a single AI kit because sometimes I didn't even know when I got it that it was AI because it's edited, or like work was put into it. It wasn't just spit out of a prompt and then put on a canvas. Um, so I'm not anti AI, but it has to be well done. Some of the slop that some of the companies put out, where you see very glaring mistakes, missing fingers, extra fingers. Where's that third arm coming from? Why are those feet growing out of the ground? Where the hell does this window go? Where's this door to nowhere going? Those sorts of things. Like, I am very, like, I definitely scrutinize. That's the word. I scrutinize AI art very harshly, and so if it's gonna be AI or even AI generated, like AI prompts, those sort of things, like where the artist is just using it as some sort of a reference, I'm very, 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 like, I scrutinize those pretty hard. Why is the bear on a toilet? That's not AI. That is actually real art from a real artist. That's Leon Devonici. Leon Devonici, for the record, bear on a toilet guy. Let me show you the piece of artwork of his that I did. This is the same artist as bear on a toilet. And I get the joke, like, I see it's funny and whatever, but like, maybe stick with this kind of artwork, because that's what I love about Leon Devanici's art. Not bears on toilets. That's not even AI. So the my misclicks were strong in that comment. Try to go for no AI, no AI if I can help it. I prefer no AI. However, I know that AI was involved. If I get a gift card to a place that only has AI, stuff like that, I'll make an exception. That's fair. If it's just assisted, not entirely. Okay. Carla says no AI. If it looks like AI, they all look the same. They have this look to them that you cannot see, that you can see it's not done by human hands. Yeah. Try to avoid it. Did you see the donkey? I did. Don't forget to wipe your hee-haw. I was like, no. Peggy says, I don't care for it. However, I do understand and can appreciate artists incorporate it in their work. Oh, you were just throwing it out there. Why is the bear on a toilet? No one knows. Mia says, I did not know the difference at first at all. I can definitely see it as a benefit and a tool. I'm not opposed to it, but not a fan of mostly AI. Matt says, my stance is basically the same as yours. My only annoyance is when people say, get used to it, everyone does it. No. I agree. That's just false. There's plenty of traditional artists still out there. No, it's not about just getting used to it. That's like something that, I don't know, weirdos say. You're fine. Get over it. No, everybody can have their preference. And I mean, granted, I'm not ever going to be the type of person who's so anti something that I absolutely can't stand people who are for X thing. I mean, unless it's like they're okay, break law breaking things. I absolutely can get behind the I don't want anything to do with you because you broke this law in particular. But when it comes to something that are people's preferences, whether that is sexual, gender, artwork, uh, flavor of ice cream, choice of bread type, like who is what? It's not for me to say what somebody does or doesn't like. And so people that get so bent out of shape, either in either direction, like AI is here forever, just get used to it. No. And then for people who are like, AI is garbage, and if you buy it, you're a garbage human. No, no, no. Let's not get hasty now. Yes, Noel, I agree. Leon Devonici is a very talented artist. You love that piece, Not the Bear, so much. Tried to tell us NFTs were inevitable too. Right. AI can be beautiful if done correctly. Stacy, I agree. I don't mind it as long as it's touched up nicely. Right. Like put a little work in it. A little work would be nice. Does a bear shit in the woods? Not the one that's on the toilet. Apparently. Okay, here's a question and a valid one. Does snobbery over brands annoy you? Um, yes, I think snobbery over anything is annoying generally, but snobbery over brands is pretty annoying. I think that there is no perfect anything out there, right? And no company gets it 100% right 100% of the time. None do. And so when you're looking realistically at a company, to be one of those snobs about, well, I will only buy from this place, it's kind of, you're doing your service because you're missing out on a lot of really great stuff by being so adamant and against other companies. It also, I feel like sometimes it's like this, there's a lot of just negativity that goes along with it, where like just this toxic positivity, I think is just bad for anything, especially when it comes to brand loyalty. Right, Shiro. Some people can't afford to be picky. And so, like, there was I put out a video and I was talking about different brands and how there's a difference between cheap and inexpensive, because there really is. And somehow someone had gotten the impression that I was trying to say that, like, you must buy licensed and only these places. And I would never tell anybody that. That's not how I roll. Don't buy stolen. I will tell you, don't buy stolen artwork. Like, that's wrong. But I'm not going to tell you what companies to buy from. If you can't afford licensed work, then you're going to buy unlicensed stuff. Just make sure it's not stolen. Do what you can do, man. It's just a hobby. It ain't that serious. Okay, I'm going to move this stuff out of the way because I got a Gary box today and I want to see what's in it. And there might be a prize or two in there for us. So let's take a look-sees. All right, let me get the box. I gotta cover my name though and my address, and then Gary's address, so that we're not stalking me. I don't need stalkers, okay? So let me cover up my address and Gary's address, so we're not stalking Gary either. No stalking Gary. Just gonna cover up some other things here. Tracking number. Oh no, my washi got stuck back down. Come on, washi. Come on, washi. I think the same thing can be said for the loyalty of certain like content creators too in the diamond painting community. People who are so loyal to someone, blindly loyal to somebody, that they don't look at or see their flaws. Like, that's also a problem. That could be a problem for even people who are like air quote fans of mine, which is weird to say, outright weird to say, not gonna lie. Okay, we got a Gary package, y'all. There's some stuff in here. Oh, shucks, I'm on your porch. Guess I won't knock. Matt says, I'm more like to buy something that someone shows the pros and cons, what's done well, and the flaws. Yes, yes, absolutely. I will absolutely not show a company without them understanding that I am going to show everything. And I'm not going to lie for a business. Absolutely not. Now, granted, I'm going to give you the full everything about it, and I'm going to contact the company, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let you know what did they say, what did they decide. I'm going to give you all of that, but I'm not going to just give you all the pros. I think that kind of, it's just not responsible. If you're a content creator, it's not responsible to do it that way. All right, scoot you up here. Let's take a look and see what Gary got over here. Brand loyalty, content creator loyalty, like that stuff. I don't know, man. And then I don't like a company. It was said earlier, and I'm going to say it again for those who are all the way in the back. I don't want to deal with a company that can't take constructive criticism about their products. Like, oh, look at that. We got matching little trash pots. We got our matching trash pots. Oh boy, he sent like enough for me to throw in many for lots of people. So if somebody didn't get one of these, I guess they're getting one now. If you didn't have one attached to your winnings, I guess you will now. I see some other stuff in here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hold on. You guys, it's a canvas roller. It says House of Miscellanea Gods and Goddesses. Ooh. I actually like this. He said he was worried because the silk changes were so close. I actually like this a lot. A canvas roller, that is pretty handy. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 canvas rollers, 5 canvas rollers to give away for gods and goddesses. Oh my gosh, Gary. Very cool. I see more trays in new colors. Oh my gosh. You guys, look at this one. I might have to keep one of these for myself. Oh my God, I love that. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, look at. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. I know everybody loves this freaking color. I wish I'd had more of those, huh? Oh my God, these trays are beautiful. Do you know what these would go so well with? Hold on. Just a minute. Okay, I had to get my closet. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Look it. Holy shit. Yes, I said shit. Oh my Lord. But this one you can't have because this one in particular belongs to Sim from Puttylicious. That's her tray. Got to make sure there's a couple of them in here for her. But it looks like there's a couple extras. That's Puttylicious. She got her own tray. Oh my gosh, those are pretty colors too. Oh my goodness, Gary. Oh my gosh. How many do I have though? I have 3 right sides. Goodness gracious, more of these. Got more of those. But look at that. That's sickening. That is sickening. Oh, it's so good. Oh my Lord. All right. All right. All right. Guess what? I gotta save one of these because I didn't take a Gods and Goddess tray. I think I need to take this one. One for me. Yay! And I might take one of these trash pots later because they match. Okay. Should we I mean, these have the logo on them for Gods and Goddesses. So if you win one, you're gonna get one with a logo that says Gods and Goddesses on it. Oh, and we got some other things. Oh wait. I'm not sure who the tip is for. He sent me a DAC tip. But we got more of these things. Ooh, these might be hers. I don't know. Well, I'll ask about those, but I got more of those anyways. If not, I'm back in the trenches for the door prize. Could I possibly trade one of my walkie-talkies for that color? Well, because then I'd have to give everybody that option. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to put it back in the trenches. But I'll make these 2 door prizes specifically so that people have a shot at them. Okay, let me get this box out of the way here, and let's do a giveaway. I love giveaways. Let me grab some trays. Should I throw one of these in for a giveaway tonight? Tonight. I think tonight's good. Okay, we're going to do a prize giveaway for this beautiful tray here. Wait, I only have right side trays. So if you're a left side person, you're going to have to deal with a right side tray because there's only the right side ones here. Okay? Sorry about it. And then, let's see. Gotta dig some stuff out here. Got matching things. We'll go with, you know what? Because I like the color combo, we'll put some purple ones with it. I think that's good. Okay, we got more right side trays for people to choose from if they don't want that color. Let me go get some left side trays. I've got more orange. Okay, running out of left. Didn't realize there were so many lefties out there. I got these 2 colors in left, and I've got these 3 colors in right, just because I got this new one to add to it. Boom. Giveaway. I don't think Gary's here. Ooh, Mary says, Shiro, if I win, I'll switch with you. Well, that's so nice. Thank you. Okay, let me get our giveaway. Our StreamYard giveaway, and I'll put some other things. We've got a matching little trash pot. And then, here we go. One moment. We got about 15 minutes, so we'll do a giveaway or 2 before the end here. Here we go. Okay, let me figure out the other stuff to put with this. God, I love that color combo. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's put it with we're gonna go with, I think, a pretty purpley colored. Let's go with this sort of, yeah, because there we go. But I'll have a matching thing for you, or it'll match mostly. We'll figure it out later. Throw the rest of these in the box. We'll match you up. It'll look fine. Don't worry. We'll give you a matching pretty set. Okay, so if you are interested in winning a tray, either right or left, a set of the bottle toppers for the art dot containers, a little trash base, and is that it? Yes, that's it for that stuff. Then please put hashtag stuff into the chat if you want to win this. Now remember, you just got to help me out with shipping, please and thank you. Please put hashtag stuff into the chat. I'm the best. No, you're the best. I want my whole life printed in that new color. In the pink green. Oh my God, it's freaking pretty. See, this right here is legitimately the only acceptable combo of pink and green, in my opinion. I don't like pink and green as a combo, but this color, like teal green, is the correct color. If you're talking like green or neons, bleh, no. But this is freaking gorgeous. I'm going to need, a set of everything in that color specifically. I'm like, Gary, you did it again. Pastel watermelon. Yes, that is a great way to describe it. That is a great way to describe it. I love it. All right, everybody, please get your hashtag stuff if you want to win a tray, some of the art dot lid thingies, and a little trash vase to go along with it. It's also like a trash minder. It has a magnet on the bottom. Please make sure you put hashtag stuff into the chat. And then if you haven't already, please remember to hit that like button. You can tap it, you can bop it, you can twist it or pull it. What you do with the like button in the privacy of your own home is your own business. Or if you're a hater, hit the dislike button and I'll pray for you. Woo, I'm sweating. Sweating. Sweaty. So sweaty. Oh my God, I love it. I wasn't going to even take a tray, but like it matches way too perfectly with that canvas. I just cannot. I cannot. It has to happen. I know a few people are going to be bombarding Jerry for a color combo. Oh, it's so good. I wonder if it's actually red with green, and then that it just makes those colors with the red and like green blue, because it's like an overlay in the silk. I don't know. It's pretty. You gently hugged it. Thank you for gently hugging the like button. Gently hug the like button if you like stuff. Oh, I got to remember to go and get Ziploc bags. I keep forgetting to get Ziploc bags to put stuff in for people's. Last chance, guys. So we're only on for another 13 minutes, and I have another giveaway I want to do. So please, if you are out there right now, run quickly to your keyboard and put hashtag stuff if you want to win a Gods and Goddesses tray from Gary. It's actually the ephemera 3D file over on Maker World, but Gary donated these. We have either a right side or a left side. Last chance. I'm going to give you the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for ketchup. And here we go. All right. Who's it going to be? Who is going to win a tray and the other things with it? Noelle. I swear to God, this woman has so much luck. Congratulations, Noelle. You are a winner, baby. I feel like you have a Gary tray, right? Let me take this down. Okay, so Noelle, I know you're a lefty. Do you want to do another left tray? I've got the orange and pink combo, or I've got a purple, pink, and white combo for left side. These are right trays. So if you're getting one of those, you're going to get a right-handed tray. Oh, thank you for being here, K and K. I'm glad that you were here. I'll see you next time. Miss Noel, Noel, Noel. You always win the things if they're winnable. I want your horseshoe that you've got stashed wherever you have it stashed. Meanwhile, while she is getting back to me about whether or not she's going to do a right or a left tray, let me go ahead and set up for our next one. And let's head and do, we're going to do a canvas roller. Now, if you've already won tonight, Noelle, I'll have you hold off. We're going to do a canvas roller. We're going to do a trash pot, a matching one once I find it. We'll do a pink. We're going to do a pink one. I'm going to do a pink little trash pot. And then I've got a pretty, I'm going to do, and we'll do the purple toppers, right, Cha. And if you want to win the canvas roller, a trash pot, and the toppers, then I'm going to have you put, let me go ahead and put a new winner thingy in here. And we're going to go like that. And if you would like to win the canvas roller prize pack, then please put hashtag roller into the chat. This will be our last giveaway for tonight. Noelle, where are you at? Come on. Hashtag Noelle, right? No doubt. Noelle, you freaking won. Get your booty in here. Where's she hiding at? I like this canvas roller. I like this color combination too. It's really pretty. I will let you pick if you want to. I've also got this orange/pink one. This one here that goes from orange into pink. And if you'd prefer the orange and pink, I'll get you a matching set of those with this one. So you get to choose. You get the pink purple combo, or you get the orange pink combo. You get to pick which one you want. Did she come back yet? Noelle, either you answer me or I'm putting the prize back in, girlfriend. Get up in here, Noelle, and tell me what one you buy. No, Noelle, you cannot win. If you win this one, I got to take it off. You already won the other thing. Yes. Yes. Okay, so I was trying to ask you, because you obviously like either didn't pay attention or stepped away. Do you want a right side? Let me take, okay. While you all are putting in roller, let me take this down a second. Don't ignore these. So if I pick Noelle, I'll redraw. Okay, so either A, you can get a right side tray. The ones that are pink and green are right side trays, okay? So you can either get a right side tray in one of these colors, or you can get another left side tray because you've already won a left side tray. So it's up to you. So right side tray or left side tray. And then what color? If you're a left-handed pourer, you probably still want to stick with a left-handed tray, but that's up to you. Can I please get a pink and green? Because I want to match it to cat schemes. I mean, yes. How about, okay, Noelle, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and put another one in. I'm going to get you a left side one from Gary. Let me write that down. I'll get you a left side one. Because a right side one is not going to do you any good. That's not the way you pour drills. It's not going to work for you. So let me write it down. Where'd my notebook go? Where is my little notepad? There it is. Okay, I shall. I will tell Gary he's the best. So Noel, pink, green, left. Okay, well then I will put the right side one back in then. I love you too. But in the meantime, if you are interested in winning the canvas roller, the toppers, and a trash pot, trash minder, please put hashtag roller into the chat, and you can either win the pink blue combo, pink purple blue combo, or you can win the orange pink combo of canvas roller. To answer your question, Marissa, about canvas rollers, you can use them while you're working on a canvas if you want to. Like you can, it depends on what direction you go, right? So let's say that your desk is up against a wall in the back, and you work from top to bottom. You can roll the canvas up with the canvas roller and keep it rolled up so that while you're working, it's not hanging off the back of your table. Conversely, if you do like I do and you work from bottom to top, if it's starting to go into your lap, you use the canvas roller, you roll it into the canvas roller, and then it's not hanging down onto your lap or rubbing your legs or anything like that. I also have used them after they've been hung up. I keep it on the canvas roller sometimes when they're hung up as it's a whip or whatever. Like you can use it while you're actively working. You can use it when you're not working on it. It's really up to you. So please put hashtag roller into the chat if you want to win a canvas roller and a set of the art dot lid, like round toppers that makes them a tiny tray, and then one of the little trash minders. They're the cutest things ever. Last chance, and then I'm gonna pick a winner. Are we ready? All right, and in 5, 4, 3. Oh, 2 more jumped in. 2, 1. Pause for catching up. Are you there? Are you there? All right, here we go. Blam. We'll do one prize at night on just the Tuesday lives. Come on, come on. Peggy. Congratulations, Peggy. You're a winner, baby. Do you want a pink, purple, blue, or do you want orange, pink? Miss Peggy. Peggy's also got a horseshoe up her butt. Peggy's got a horseshoe. She's got a horseshoe. Don't know where she keeps it. You use closed wooden clips all the time. Yeah, they're great. Peggy, do you want a pink and purple and blue? Or orange and pink? Peggy. Okay, now while Peggy is figuring that out, once she comes back, let's go back to the trays here. I'm going to go ahead and put one more tray up for giveaway tonight so that somebody can take home one of these pink greenies in a right side. One of my righties needs to win. Are you ready? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put back up the giveaway tool. Here we go. And we're going to go like that. And if you would like to win a tray, now if you've already won something tonight, please don't put in your name again. A tray, the toppers, and the trash pot, please put in hashtag pack into the chat. And then Peggy, do you want pink, purple, blue, or do you want orange and pink for the canvas roller pack? Do you want this color, orange, pink, sunset, or do you want pink, purple, blue, stripy? Let me know. Canvas roller, toppers, and trash minder. Let's do another tray. Peggy, what colors do you want, Peggy? And for others who have not yet won tonight and you want to get beautiful walkie-talkie trays, the lids, and the trash minder, please put hashtag pack into the chat. She said pink, but they both have pink. Yeah. Right, but what one is pink? You mean the pink, purple, and blue? Or the orange and pink? Because they both have pink. That, yeah. I need to know which one. Let me know, let me know. And for the rest of you that are here, if you want to win a walkie-talkie tray, the toppers for art dot containers, and a trash finder, please put hashtag pack into the chat. Last chance. Right, right, Cheryl. Peggy just said yes. All of them. How about that? Pink, orange. There isn't a pink, orange, and blue. There's only pink and orange. These are pink and orange. And then these are pink, purple, and blue. Yes, both. Both is good. Come on, Peggy. You got me all sorts of lost. Peggy's like, I'll just take all of it. I love it. Oh, for the record, Shiro, El Dorado, Road to El Dorado was one of my favorite movies of like all time. I quote that still to this day. He gave me loaded dice. You're fine with whatever. Okay, let's do the pink, purple, blue pack for you, okay? Sounds good. Since it sounds like you're not super picky. We're going pink, purple, blue. Yeah. All right, perfect. Perfect. Put your stuff on the prize table over here. There we go. All right, last chance, guys. Get your name in there for the pack. I'm going to go ahead and draw it. So last chance, if you want to win a walkie-talkie, the lids, and the little trash minder, please put hashtag pack into the chat. You've got 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, 6, 7, yeah, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Nicely done. Caught in there at the last second. Here we go. Peggy, you already won, so you will not be winning one of these, like I said. Josh, congratulations, Josh. Josh is going to win a beautiful set. What colors do you want, Josh? And right or left? Joshua. You want left or right? And then what colors? They told the artist to put more clothes on her. Ooh, see, Yeah, Sheldorado. Far too hot for a children's movie. You did it, Josh. Right side. Okay. And then do you want the pink green? Do you want a red blue? Or do you want a pink purple white? Josh, you're a winner. Which right colors are there besides oh yeah. There's the pastel watermelon, red, blue, and pink, white, purple. This is like your black cherry, kind of, except it's got like black cherry and blue. Black cherry and blue. Kind of goes with your black cherry set that you got. and you want a right side, right down the right side. Chell had way more clothes than would have been historically accurate. Yes, factual. You want this one. All right, cool, cool, cool. And I'll get you matching stuff to go with that. Beautiful. All right, I set these over here. And then I'll have matching stuff for you. Blue, red. Put that over in the trash area. We'll find matchy things for it later. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't worry if you didn't win one this time. I've got way more to give away throughout the Gods and Goddesses event, and I would be happy if you would join us. You don't have to be part of the event in order to win prizes. You just have to show up to the live streams on Saturdays, and then sometimes on Tuesdays I give it as well. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all of our winners tonight. I appreciate you being here. And thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If you are interested in supporting the channel, you can always become a member. And then if you hate me, hit the dislike button and move along. Thank you very much. All right, you guys, that's all I have for you tonight. As ever, I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, wide, wonderful world, that you are having a beautiful and steamy, like I am, morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. All right, I'll see you guys on Saturday or Sunday this time. Sunday night, because the 4th of July is on a Saturday. I'll see you on the weekend. All right, see you guys. Bye.